mean, what was this fight over? Was it just same thing? These guys were giving you crap?
No, it was over a girl, just over some stupid stuff. You know? Yeah, he called my girl, bitch, and I said, then we're gonna one-on-one about it. It's so over stupid stuff, but that led into a recruitment now.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, so
I'll go ahead.
So I told the guy, I said, listen, you got to come back in a week and I'll let you know my answer. So like a week comes by, I'm walking home from school and the car pulls up. This car pulls up and that guy says to me, he rolls down his window and he says, I came back. It's been a week now. What do you want to do? You want to join? And I said, okay, I'll join. So right when I said I'll join, he handed me a piece of paper, and he said, you got to fill out this information here. And immediately, man, I started freaking out.
How come?
I'm barely 13 because I'm sorry, because he wants you to fill out like my passport information, all my address, all this paper. I'm thinking, why am I gonna fill this out to join the gang?
Strange.
Yeah, so I thought, man, I know this is something serious here.
So what'd you do?
Yeah, I filled it out.
There's
no turning back. There's no turning back,
Uh-huh.
And I thought my older brother did it. He had to do it to join. So I'll give them my information. But I knew that was very different. I never heard of that kind of thing before.
What do you think? Why do you think they did that?
Because they register you into their office.
Oh, they even got an office for it too.
Offices, yeah. So I thought I'm joining a street gang, but I didn't realize it was a Chinese triad. It's organized crime.
Yeah, that's a big difference from just a street gang.
Yeah, exactly.
More serious.
Exactly. So I didn't realize that was normal for them to do that. So
what did that lead into next then?
So they said they'll contact me. So shortly after that, I didn't realize that at that time, at my time, at 8th grade, they start the recruitment quite heavily into the city that I'm in. So they contacted me and they said to me, hey, you're going to meet up with us. They gave a certain date at a restaurant. And so they told me what bus to catch, this local bus down by my house. And I was going to meet them at a restaurant, at the bus stop. When I went to the bus stop, I see a bunch of other kids like my age, rolling by the bus stop.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what they were doing, but I could overhear them speaking, and they're going to the same restaurant that I'm going to. I started talking to them, and they say, oh, you going to such and such restaurant? I said, yeah. And they said, are you going to go meet this person? I said, yeah. Then they said, okay, who are you under? So they always say, so the triads, they'll say who you first they'll ask you what group you're with. That's the first thing. And then they'll ask you who you under. Who's your tailo? Who's your head? Because everyone's the head. And I said, okay, this is my head right here. This is my tailo. They said, okay, we know who he is. So they were also new recruits. And here we were going to the same place. So I got to meet my same rank guys, at that bus stop, in the bus on the way to this restaurant. And we go to this restaurant and they're sitting down with, you ever see the Chinese movies, all the round tables,
Yeah.
Got big round tables. And then our guys who are older than us are all sitting there, they got Chinese tea, they got some meals out there. And they started to talk to us about the laws. This is what we're about. If you're in this area, this is who you call. They start breaking down the order. And then I start thinking, man, that really enticed me. I like the structure of it. And I like the organization of it. And I saw, man, these guys have their things intact. And even at a very young age, there was some kind of I saw this was bigger than me, and there was a few other schools that we had some rivals in. And I realized that if we found people with potential, we could start to recruit. You know, so we see people that we think, okay, man, they can fight, they can do this, they can maybe give us a good name. We can start bringing them in. So I decided that there was one school that would kind of pick on my school, but my school wasn't doing anything about it. So I decided to, and there was a Malay gang there, quite big mafia. They call them 3 Line, you know. And they were known for kind of taunting our school, but we wouldn't do anything about it. But I was a new kid there, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna start bringing it to them now. So I led a gang fight to that school, brought weapons and all that, and that school reported it back to my school. And so at 13 years old, I got kicked out, you know. So that was that. So I never made it to the 9th grade. I never made it. It was the middle of 8th grade. Got kicked out of school, and that was it. But to me, it didn't matter because I thought, you know, I can't study anyways. I'm dyslexic. I can't even read. I knew I could fight, and I knew that I was good with people. I knew I could talk to people, you know. And my leader at that time, he said to me, Choby, because you're out of school now, right? I was in a very unique position because they actually promote school and education. You know,
like the triads.
They promote it. They want many of them finish university.
Really?
You know? Yeah. And they have 2 groups. They call a Kwaikia group and a Paikia group. So like in the triad, they have ones that their focus is only study. And the other ones right here are the ones that are choosing a lifestyle that is more of the aggressive gangster style, right? So you're starting out like you're just like the fighting group, you know. And we protect the study group. And I got friends that they even paid their way to university. They try to pay them through university. Yeah.
Damn, man. So they really push the education.
They push education because the triad is made up of, I won't go into too much detail, but they're made up of, you know, the low level crime guys, right? The everyday, the drug stuff, the credit card frauds, but then they have people in very high positions, right? With very notable titles that they're not gangsters, but they're full-fledged triad members. And they all work together. You know, it's a secret society, you know, a secret society. So because I was in this unique position that at the main recruiting age, I already got kicked out. So my Thilo said, Choby, you're all the guys in the school I'm putting under you now. That means a lot of guys that are older than me were going to go under me, and I had to go to every single one of their issues in these different schools.
Hey, thanks for watching this clip. This clip came from one of my interviews I did in the past. Please hit subscribe if you want to get more clips like this. Also, if you want to watch the full interview, I'll put a link in the description. Or you can hit the button on the screen to watch the full interview.